A Pike County murder case ends with a plea deal, and we'll get reaction to budget cuts at Hindman Settlement School from the perspective of a board member and parent. I'm Jerry Scott, and this is the Mountaintop Daily. Former Assistant Pike County Attorney Donald Kyle Deskins has reached a plea deal that will see his murder case dismissed in exchange for an Alford plea to an evidence tampering charge. Deskins was scheduled to go on trial Monday for murder and 2 counts of evidence tampering related to the death of his wife, Judith Deskins, on April 24, 2021. The case had already gone to trial once last year, but ended in a mistrial after the jury was unable to reach a verdict. Special Prosecutor Tony Skeens told Mountaintop News that Deskins will enter an Alford plea to 1 count of evidence tampering in exchange for the other charges being dropped. An Alford plea is when a defendant maintains his innocence but admits that the prosecution could likely obtain a guilty verdict. For the court's purposes, it functions as a guilty plea. Skeens said he is recommending that Deskins serve 5 years for the charge. The other charges are being dismissed without prejudice, meaning they could be brought back at a later time. However, that decision will be up to a different prosecutor. Formal sentencing will take place June 5th in Hazard. Yesterday, we told you about how cuts by the Department of Government Efficiency had resulted in Hindman Settlement School losing about a third of its budget and scrambling to make up the difference. Today, Sheldon interviewed one of the school's board members, who is also the parent of a student served by the school, to get her reaction.
Knott County's Hindman Settlement School lost its federal funding through AmeriCorps for many of its programs roughly a week ago, and now the task of moving forward without that money has begun.
We absolutely must come together as a group and with the community to find funding and keep this dyslexia program at Hindman going. It's the protection of our children. It is the future of our region.
A member of the school's board of directors, Peggy Rasnick Justice, said upcoming board meetings will be focused on securing new funding, some by reaching out to the community for help.
In our upcoming board meetings, we actually have committee meetings prior to, and one of the most important committees is the Education Committee, education being what Hindman Settlement School was founded on. We are going to be looking at ways to promote. Myself personally, was not aware of this program until I had the need, until I had a dyslexic son. So we're going to be looking at ways to promote this and get dyslexia as an everyday known thing in our communities, if you will. But also right now, unfortunately, with the cut of AmeriCorps funding, we are rapidly going to have to look with ways that we can continue our program through the end of the school year.
Not only a board member, but also a parent of a child helped by the program, Justice said the program is a huge and positive step for her dyslexic son.
As a parent, Hindman was a lifesaver. When we first received a dyslexia diagnosis for my son, I was panicked. But then I was shocked to find out that we had a world-renowned reading program and reading intervention program right here in the mountains. Their program totally changed the future of my son, and it was simply by teaching him the way his brain was wired and allowing him to learn.
Of vital importance will be the school's summer and tutoring programs once finished with the regular school year.
But most importantly, the summer school program. We have children who lodge at Hindman and go through intensive training, 8 hours a day, intensive training. There's a little fun sprinkled in there too. But you see the reading levels go 4 and 5 levels over the summer. So that is a program that we are having to focus on right now to make sure that our summer program this year can continue.
Reporting for Mountaintop News, I'm Sheldon Compton.
Coming up after the break, a unique demonstration was held today in the streets of Prestonsburg. We'll take you there when the Mountaintop Daily continues. But first, sports and weather.
With this Mountaintop Sports Report for Friday, I'm Brittany Rowe reporting. Updated rosters for the 2nd annual Teddy Painter Memorial Game will be posted and announced today on our Mountaintop Sports Facebook page. Congratulations to Martin County senior Reese Blankenship on signing to continue her academic and cheerleading career at Eastern Kentucky University. For the latest area high school and college sports news, remember to check us out at mountain-topsports.com or check us out on Facebook, X, and TikTok. Reporting for Mountaintop Sports, I'm Brittany Rowe. Have a great weekend, sports fans.
When the government took Social Security away from honest Eastern Kentuckians, Attorney Ned Pillersdorf got the hearings declared unconstitutional. When the women guards were harassed at Little Sandy Jail, Ned fought back, securing a $1 million verdict at trial. And when the state tried to shut down Cordia School, Ned fought back and kept the school open. Attorney Ned Pillersdorf fights for the underdog, and he's ready to fight for you.
Hey, it's Kristen Mulcahy, Marketing Manager at Appalachian Wireless. Are you ready to spring into savings with incredible deals on the latest smartphones? Or how about get unbeatable prices on select devices when you switch or upgrade? We have the deals that you don't want to miss going on now through May 31st. Want to know more? Visit us on the web at AppalachianWireless.com or in one of our many retail locations. Spring into savings today because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
A demonstration took place in the streets of Prestonsburg this morning, but it wasn't filled with chants or shouting. In fact, there wasn't any sound at all. Nick tells us about the Silent Peace March.
On Friday, May 2nd, the First United Methodist Church in Prestonsburg hosted their first peace walk around the city. Community members gathered for a 30-minute walk in silence and reflection without the idea of spreading an agenda. The group plans to walk together every first and third Friday of the month with the hope that others will join them.
I did not expect a big crowd because it is our first one. And so I am pleased with the people that turned out. And we realized that even though Lauren McCourt, who's head of tourism here for Prestonsburg, she helped us with a flyer. We need to put flyers and post them in other places as well. How do I feel? I feel good. I know that the Lord is with us in what we're doing, and basically it is a silent peace walk. We don't need to put forth any agenda. We just need to concentrate and be present to the current time and place that we're in.
Sister Kathleen and the others say they felt a greater sense of togetherness while walking. While the group's first walk was small, they were recognized and supported by the community.
There were people that kind of honked their horns or waved at us, not a lot, but it's the first time. So anytime it's a first time for me, I'm like, what is this, you know? And so I do anticipate and look forward to other people joining us. We were together. There was no talking, even though there were times I wanted to look at my phone and I realized, no, that's not part of it. But yes, I believe that we walked as one and that those who passed us by realize, and hopefully it'll spark something in their own minds, yes.
Reporting for Mountaintop News, I'm Nick Collum.
That will do it for this edition of the Mountaintop Daily. Be sure to check us out at 6 p.m. every weekday on Mountaintop TV, the Mountaintop TV app, and the Mountaintop News Facebook page. With your Mountaintop Daily, I'm Jerry Scott for Mountaintop News.